I'd kill it. All right, guys, we are live on the Altmill tonight. This is going to be our very first live on YouTube using machines like this, and this will be a new weekly thing. We're going to do different machines, different bits, different materials. So starting it off, this is the easiest one to move to my shop, and it took 110 plugs. So we are using the Altmill today. And as you can see, the setup it's getting there. But yeah, and so how today's going to work, whatever y'all want to see, whatever you want me to show off, if you want me to run it really fast, run it really slow, use certain bits, just let me know. And I can show you the whole process. And I'm hearing myself talk, so I'm going to cut this down just a little bit. All right. And so if you want me to run certain bits, use certain things on it, I'm going to do a walk around, kind of show you the setup, and any questions you have, ask. We'll cut out a simple project today. I don't want to make it crazy. And y'all guys are going to be the one that tells me what to cut out and what to pocket and all of that stuff. So we're just starting with a very basic Baltic birch right here. And then after that, y'all will tell me, I'll show you how to program it. We'll put it on the CNC, we'll click go, and hopefully nothing breaks. And if it does, you get to see it live. So with that being said, if y'all want to see anything in particular on the Altmill, let me know in the comment sections, because that'll really help me out. And I'm just going to first start off by kind of talking a little bit about the machine, what I like, what I dislike about it. And one of the main things that I do like about the Altmill so far, and you'll see this when we're cutting, is how quickly it moves. So that the rapid rates are incredibly fast on this. I do have the upgraded computer system on it because I don't like having laptops on the side and stuff. And so this is the upgraded touchscreen computer right here, which is really cool, except you dang near need a stylus for this, because if you have fat fingers like I do, these tiny buttons right here, I don't know if you can see, but these buttons are super tiny. And so when you fat finger something, it's not cool. And so I highly recommend using a stylus whenever you're using this. So I'm just going to home it real quick just to show you how it homes. It goes to the back. I think you can set it to use it on the front. I'm no CNC engineer, but you home it, just goes to the back. What's really cool about this as well is I like how quickly it was to set up. And so when I got the Onefinity, you know, you had to make the table, you had to do all this crazy stuff to set up. And with the Altmill, within 8 hours, I was up and running the machine. And so everything came ready to go, the table legs, all that stuff. With the Onefinity, I had to build the table. That took a weekend, and then get the machine in and then put it on there. So you're looking at 2 weekends with the Onefinity if all goes right. And you're looking at about 8 hours with the Altmill. And so I am going to put a link in the chat. And if you do go through that link and ever get the Altmill or a long mill or anything like that, it does help out the channel. And so if you can ever use the link, if we do post in the chat, that would be awesome. Let's see. Yeah, and if you have any questions, my
first question is, did you have to remove legs and still work?
Could you remove legs and it still work?
Can you use double legs?
Yeah, yep. The legs are just mounting on this aluminum extrusion underneath here. And so there's just some aluminum extrusion underneath here that, and the camera's going to be sideways, but there's just some aluminum extrusion and a couple bolts and stuff, machine screws that connect everything. So a little crazy, a little wild, but so anyways, that's one of the things I like. Thing I don't like, tiny buttons. So I just use a stylus, I move it around, I run the rapid rates and all of that stuff. There is a slight delay whenever you're moving it and jogging it around, as you can see. And so let me see if I can show you that. And so there's a slight delay whenever you're moving it around. But if any of y'all have G-Sender, y'all know this, you know, it's nothing crazy here. Pretty simple. If you have any questions like the frame or anything like that, let me know in the chat. But I'd like to possibly just start cutting on this, and hopefully we get a lot of questions coming in as I'm cutting on this, as I'm using it. And once again, this is our first live stream using our whole setup here. And so there may be some technical difficulties, but I hope not. So what I want to ask y'all guys, and once again, if you have any questions, put that in the comment section. I have this piece of Baltic birch right here. And for those of y'all who don't know, we do sell Baltic birch on cscworkshop.com. And so do check that out. It's nice, high quality Russian or Ukraine grade Baltic birch. So depends what side you're on. But so this is Baltic birch. I want to ask y'all guys, the first thing I want to do is a profile cut. And so let me know what shape you want cut out, whether it's a star, a circle, a heart, whatever. Y'all pick the shape. I'll go draw it on the spire, and we'll cut that out first, and then we'll go on to the next step, and we'll do this live. And if I pick your shape, you got to let me know what feed rate to run the bit at. So let me know, and I'm going to get the center marked real quick on this for y'all guys. And I'm going to get this held down too. A lot of people like to complicate this whole hold down thing. I'm a T-slot guy. I'm a T-slot guy. That's what I do. So if you're a T-slot guy, cool. These little cheapies from Amazon. I don't do anything crazy here. So I'm just going to hold it down. I don't know what we're cutting yet. Hopefully I'll put that in the chat because I cannot see it. We got any comments there, TJ, on what they want me to cut out, what shape?
Somebody says pumpkin file.
A pumpkin file. I'm not doing the pumpkin tonight. I just need to do. A heart. Okay.
3 hearts.
We got a heart.
3 hearts and 2 stars. So.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna hop on over to the computer. I'll show me programming this heart out, and then we'll just simply do a cutout real quick, and then I'm gonna show you some little technical things that I like on the machine as we're cutting out that heart, and we'll do some different things to it. It's not just gonna be profiling out this heart. And once again, if you have any questions, let me know, and I would gladly show it off on the machine. Who said heart? You know what, I'm gonna go with Frank, because Frank was here early. So thank you, Frank, for letting me know about the heart. And so what I'm gonna do real quick, I am going to quickly go online, find a heart logo, save it, and then I'll show you how I program that. Boom. All right. So, yep, let's do a heart. So to quickly do a heart, let me find my, oh boy, there we go. All right, so here's a heart. I'm gonna do a bitmap trace just real quick, pretty basic stuff. Do a black and white. I won't take too long on this stuff. My material that I'm working with today is, forgot the measurement, 22 by 16. So I'll set up my job, 22, 16. It's 18 millimeter Baltic birch, so a 0.72 thickness, or 0.7, really it's a 0.71 thickness on a 18 millimeter Baltic birch. I'm gonna do a center origin as well since I already have it marked. Boom, bam. And let's do this and just cut out a simple heart. Once again, I'm not making this crazy today. About that size. All right, so what bit do y'all want? Oh, full depth of cut, 300 inches per minute. You are ballsy. Let's just say that. You are ballsy. I'm just going to be using a down cut finisher. And so what I want to do, Greg, with STL, we'll, Golden Girl, send it. I've never ran it that fast. Y'all are, it's not y'all's machine, so it's easy for y'all to say all this, right? It's like, oh, Ryan is run this bit really fast. Thanks, guys. All right, we're gonna do 2 passes, just because I don't want to break the machine on the first live. Take me too long to get it in. It's like 3-month wait time on this thing right now. So we'll do 2 passes. We're going to go all the way through it. The downcut bit should hold it in place. And actually, I'm going to use an onion skin on the very last pass. So I'm going to set that last pass thickness to 0.04. We'll apply that. You got to reset those passes. And so do it in 3 passes like this. Last pass is the onion skin so the thing doesn't move. I'm going to go 225 inches a minute. Is that cool? And we'll do a plunge rate of 100 inches a minute and spindle speed of 18,000 RPMs. Guys, I'm really trusting y'all on this one. Yeah, thank you. Ramp. I always do ramp twice the length of my my passes. And so right here I have a 0.345 pass depth. And so I'm going to do my ramp at 0.75 inches, which is twice my pass depth. And yeah, let's run it. Y'all are gonna make me break my machine on the very first thing. And really and truly, it could actually, this is the one worry I do have about the Altmill. Let me save it real quick. So the one concern I do have about it is, and I'll talk about this, it's perfect. This is why we do this stuff. Yep. Thanks. You know, my loyal fans out there make me do this. Please do not break. All right. That's gonna be my code. I'm saving it on. I don't know if y'all saw that. All right. So, yeah. Thank y'all guys so much. All right. So I'm going to plug this in, just a USB drive going in. One of the things about this spindle was the spindle could stop because it's not a full 3 horsepower spindle. And so that is a lot for that bit. The bit could break because it is a downcut bit going down pretty deep all in one pass. But if it does, y'all guys get to see it live. And if it doesn't, I would like for y'all guys to check out the Gold Digger family set and the Gold Digger bits, because that would mean a lot to me because I just showed y'all that it doesn't break. So this is the Golden Girl right here. I don't know if you can see it. There's the Golden Girl bit that's about to go inside the machine. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's see. Whoop, whoop. There we go. So I don't know of too many people doing lives like this. And
everybody said double check your material thickness, and you're cutting to the spool board. Everybody's saying
give me that caliper, Steve, off that wide belt sander over there. All right, setting up my tool. I'm not doing anything fancy here. Whenever you put your stuff in, boop, boop. Pretty basic stuff. I already got my center marked. What do we got? Whatever caliper, guys, for y'all who don't believe me on the thickness, I can just do it like this. And we are at 0.7, I don't know, 0.71 like I thought, roughly. So 0.71 on the thickness. So that's what we're about to cut down. What did I program before? 0.73, something like that, 0.72. 0.73. That's fine. I'll hover it right above the material so it doesn't cut all the way through. So I'll use my little stylus right here. Cut to that camera. And we'll see. And let me know if y'all guys are liking this, if y'all like seeing me break. For those of you who are just tuning in, what's happening right now is they are making me cut. We're going to cut this Baltic birch out right here going at, what did I say, 200 inches a minute, right? 200 inches a minute. Oh, 225 inches a minute, 0.34 pass depth using the Golden Girl bit. And I would really appreciate it if this does work and nothing breaks, that y'all buy it. All right. So got my X0, Z0, Y0, and I'm going to come up off of that 0.01 because y'all think I'm going to cut all the way through it a little too much. So I got that. My Z0 is set. Now, whenever I click go on this, what I really like about it, once again, you're going to see the rapid rate. And so whenever I do click go, this machine's going to quickly go up and over and then start cutting. Yeah, and if you are liking this, hit the like button, leave some comments. This does help. And later on in today's live stream, we are going to be giving away a bit set. So stick around because we are going to be giving away that. All right, just going to load up this file real quick. Please do not break. Sweet baby Jesus. Let's go. And it could break. No promises. This is quite a big pass step for downcut bits. We ready? All right. And it could break. See, told you. So that was my fear. So I don't know if y'all saw that. What happened was perfect. What a good lesson. Expensive lesson, but a good lesson. So what happened was, now that we broke this bit, Greg, STL Woodworks, thanks, bro. So the bit broke, but the bit broke because the spindle stopped. And I don't know if y'all saw that in the live or whatever, but the spindle stopped because it got jammed up because this spindle, I believe, is only a 65 millimeter spindle. And so that was a lot of torque on it going that depth and that speed on this kind of machine, right? And so if I run that same exact bit, same exact path, but I go, let's say, 150 inches a minute, the spindle won't jam up and the bit won't break. Now, is this a problem? Not really, not unless you go some ridiculous speeds. But yeah, so let me replace all of that and I'll go get another piece of wood real quick. But yeah, so there's the bit, but the spindle stopped first and then the bit broke. And the bit's not even hot, that's how I can hold it in my hand, and all is good in the world. But it was cutting it just fine until that spindle took this turn right here, got a little harder on it, and it stopped. And I have heard that about the Altmill, and some people like to put that 3 horsepower spindle on it. You don't really have to. I would not normally run it that fast on this machine. So, all right. Well, with that being said, here's a heart, guys. Yeah, yep. Ryan's breaking bits live. And that's okay. It's my bit, not yours, I guess, right? Could be yours. All right. So what do y'all guys think I should do? You think I should lower the feed rate or lower the pass depth on the next cut? Or change bits altogether? Let me know. Is this a good one, CJ, we sell? It's a cover sheet over here on the panels. Right there, on top of the ingrain kits. Yeah, bring that one over here. This is a 12 by 20 or 10 by 20 that we sell on CSE Workshop. All right, let's get a new one marked up real quick. What kind of comments are we getting? What can I answer, TJ, as this is coming in here? RPM was 18,000 that we just ran that at. And I run all my bits roughly 18,000 RPMs. Unless it's a fly cutter, I'll go down to like 14,000 RPMs or 12,000. But, all right. And didn't I call that? Did y'all hear me say that? Like, I think the spindle's going to stop and not the bit. Did y'all hear that? Nobody heard that? Hope y'all heard it in the live stream. I heard it right. All right. Thanks, guys. So take it to 15,000. What are you making? Compression bit, run it deep, leave the feed and do 3 passes. If it does not work, I'll buy the bit. All right, so let me see. Don't take SNF adjustments for SEO woodworking. Yeah. All right, so let me share my screen again. And let's go through this again. Why not? All right, so this is what we just ran that down cut bit at. I don't know if y'all are, why is it? Okay, screen is not working. There we go. So we just ran this bit. Let me actually share my full screen here. So we just ran this bit at 225 inches a minute. And for some reason, it doesn't show y'all guys what I'm seeing here. But I'm going to do it at 123 inches a minute from a recommendation I had from y'all guys and plunge rate of 50. So I wish y'all can see this. But so I'm still doing that 3/4 inch ramp. I don't know why it's not showing y'all this. I really want y'all to see this. Screen. Boom. You know what? Y'all not going to be able to see it. But anyways, just know I'm running at 123 inches a minute, 50 inches on my plunge rate, and I like 123 for some reason. And so let me save it. We'll put a new Golden Girl in and then run it. TJ, can you get a Golden Girl from our shipping room? Thank you. Well, I didn't plan on breaking bits today, guys, but y'all sure showed me I could. I really appreciate it. All right. So as you can see, 123 inches a minute. Really wish I can see this. Y'all can't see. 123 inches a minute. Yeah, bring it over here. There we go. I don't know if you can see it, but it's 123 inches a minute right here and 50 on my plunge rate. And that shouldn't stop that spindle then. So let me get it saved up, put another Golden Girl in, and I'm gonna save it as please don't break 2, because obviously it didn't work the first time. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, my heart cannot take this, guys, as you can see. And once again, if there's any other thing you'd like to see on the Altmill besides breaking bits, please let me know. If y'all like to see the breaking of the bits, I'm not going to be able to do too many of these live streams. It's kind of pricey. What do we got here? Oh, I'm fat fingering it. Oh, so I have an error code on this. Let me see what I need to do here. Let me see if I can spin up the spindle real quick. Oh yeah, I'm good again. All right. So I'm just going to reset my Z0 real quick, and then we are going to switch to that camera, and then we are going to run it live again. Once again, we're cutting this. We're going to cut this Baltic birch, 0.71 inches thick Baltic birch. We're getting hard out of it using a Golden Girl bit. If y'all are interested in the Golden Girl, please check out cicworkshop.com. Be much appreciated. All right, got my X and Y set. Let me set my Z. Boop. A lot of y'all guys use touch-off probes and stuff. I have never, ever used them. Ever. Not my cup of tea. So if y'all do use touch-off probes, good on you. I do not. It'd probably make me not look like an idiot on a YouTube live stream, but that's okay. I've already broke a bit. And the night is young. All right. Got my Z0 set. I'm good to go. Hopefully this bit doesn't break. And hopefully my T-slots can actually hold it. I never even thought about that the first time. Oh, God. Yeah. No, I can't. I can't hold it. So one other thing, I was running the Altmill the other day as well, and I can kind of talk as I'm trying to do this right here. So I was running the Altmill the other day as well, And as I was doing this foil board, and one of the things that I really hated was having to come to the back over here like this and move this thing all the way up. So if you have T-slots, take a grinder, take a little angle grinder, and cut you a slot in those T-slots. That way you don't have to go all the way to the back. You can just do it right here in the center. So I don't have that set up yet, but you'd take you a grinder, you'd grind down that little path right there, and then you'd be able to, you know, not have to go all the way to the back, especially if it's against the wall. All right. Let me go around that so I don't break any more bits. Once again, this is the one complaint I have. Other than that, this machine is an absolute animal. The complaint I have is that I was born with fat fingers. All right, let's run it. So once again, cutting out a heart, running it at 123 inches a minute, 50 on the pass step, two passes, 0.34 inches each pass, cutting out that. And we're leaving a little bit of onion skin. And I have no clamps on that heart or double-sided tape because that downcut bit should hold everything in place just by the sawdust that's in the grooves. And the bit shouldn't break. If the bit breaks again, guys, I'll just end the live stream and just never do this again. Y'all ready? Let's do it. So that's 0.34 inches deep, cutting out this heart. All right, let's get it. It's gonna do it again. It's having to cut through that second pass. It's gonna do it again. It's really struggling. It is really struggling. Ah! I love this, baby. If you don't love CNC, like this is it, baby. I love this. Now this thing should not move too much. Ideally, even though I don't have clamps on it, it could pop out at me. And the bit I can touch. That or I have no feeling in my fingers. Don't know which one. But so I can touch the Golden Girl. Just got cutting 123 inches a minute. So it did not break. But whenever it was coming around that second pass, since it had to cut those chips twice, it was starting to bog down. And so if you do use a downcut bit for really deep passes, and I would say anything over a ½ inch deep, I like to use the upcut for that. And so sometimes, you know, that's where you use a compression bit or use an upcut, because having to recut those same chips twice in that trench is kind of hard. All right, so now we have our heart. And once again, I'm running everything on the Altmill today because I think it is, in my opinion, there's a couple machines I recommend people. I like the Altmill as the most bang for your buck machine. I just got a Shapeoko, and that machine is pretty good. We're going to have it on a live in a couple weeks, and there's a few reasons I like the Shapeoko over the Altmill for a couple of reasons, and there's also reasons I like the Altmill over the Shapeoko. So, yeah, we'll talk about those upcoming. So the piece all the way cut out. Now we have that done. So next thing I want to do, I want to pocket something into it. So let me know what you guys want me to pocket. I'm just going to pocket out, you know, a little square, because if I do a big pocket, it's going to take way too long. And then we're going to engrave something on it. So before I do that, I do want to let y'all guys know that we are launching and have officially launched the inlay kits on CIC Workshop. And so a lot of y'all guys have been asking for a walnut base. And so we came out with, and all these are shrink wrap so they don't warp, but we came out with a walnut base. So this is 1.7 inches thick, 12 by 18 inches. And this is an inlay kit that you can use, stick on your CNC and click go on. And so we have that. We came out with Paduk top. And so this is a male plug. And so ideally what you do is you can select your base, which is maple or walnut, right here. so you can select your base, maple or walnut, on the inlay kits, and these are on CSE Workshop. And then what you can do is select your different tops. And so you have Padauk, walnut, cherry, or maple right here. And so you can completely customize this, and this is all in grain. We actually square it up on our CNCs, and the goal with this is to let y'all guys be able to, you know, produce high quality inlays without having to have a drum sander or a whole bunch of machinery. All you really need is a CNC like this, and you can make really, really high quality stuff. So I'll be coming out with more videos soon on this, but this is a live stream special. A lot of people don't know about it. Only the people that are on our text messaging know about this, but yeah, so just launched the walnut bases live, and we make all this stuff inside of our shop. Cool. So,
suggestion we got a dog paw for the inside the heart.
A dog paw?
It's the only suggestion.
Only suggestion, okay. All right, guys. Let's see. So, I'm taking a couple questions real quick. Edward asked if I'll be offering a, give me that yellow heart over there. If I'm going to be offering the inlay kit in a yellow heart. And so I will, but it's going to be limited quantities because we do have yellow heart in that we are making it with. But the problem with it is you get this pink in there. And I don't know if you can see the pink. It's kind of probably pretty bright. But there's this light pink in here. And so it's very hard to find yellow heart that is solid yellow that doesn't have pink in there. So we can do a good inlay plug. And so we're working on it. We got the panels glued up right here. And we will have yellow heart coming up, but it's going to be very, very limited quantities because it is really, really hard to do. It means it's not going to be that cheap either, to be real quite honest with you. All right. Another question. Check it first. So do I still like the Winfinity, or how does it compare? Personally, if you're going apples to apples, I think this beats it. The Masso is probably a better computer system, but this machine is built better, and it's nothing that Winfinity can do, but it's built with pipes, right? And so you have torsion in the pipes. And so this spindle, like, doesn't move, right? But that Winfinity has a little bit of wiggle to it. And so, once again, all CNCs that run are really good, so do it. But if I'm comparing apples to apples, I will choose the Altmill over the Winfinity. If I wanted a whole bunch of upgrades, I would choose the Winfinity. But from doing what I'm doing, Altmill's great. You can't beat it, and it comes with the table. So, but there is some stuff about the Shapeoko that I'll do in the future that I do like. All right. Yeah, and Greg said that the 80 millimeter spindle would be ideal, and I would completely agree with you, Greg. All right, the next thing I want to do, I'm just going to do a simple pocket. Somebody said paw print. I'll quickly draw one real quick. I don't feel like getting one off the internet, and so I'll just do some ellipses. I think this is a paw print. Here we go. Boom. You know what? I'm not going to do a paw print. That just seems impossible. All right. Sorry. Who said paw print? Let's see. Who said paw print? I don't want to. Oh, Mark. Sorry. Oh, Valentine's is coming up, isn't it? Yeah. That's why all y'all are saying heart. Thank you for reminding me. I believe my wife is watching, and if she is, honey, I did remember. I absolutely remember that Valentine was coming up. All right, so yeah, we'll just do a little inset or something like that. Now, you know what? This is what we're going to do. Boom. I'm just going to pocket out a square because that other pocket is going to take way too long. But whenever I'm programming this pocket, I want to show y'all a few things. I guess we'll use that Golden Girl again. Golden Girl down cut. Do this pocket. We'll pocket down 1/2 inch deep. Remove that. Let's select a 1/4 inch down cut bit. Boy. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to run this at 150 inches, 125 inches a minute, going at let's say 50 inches on the plunge rate. We do 2 passes, and then I will do I like doing rasters for some reason, and a profile pass on the last pass. Once again, my ramp is always twice the depth, twice the length of my cut depth. And so really quickly, we have just a very basic pocket, as all y'all can see. All of y'all have probably seen 1,000 times. Boop, and that's how it should go, and then come and clean it up. You'll see the reason I'm doing this pocket. I have a gift for my wife. All right, so one other thing about what we're going to be doing, and so this will be the studio for the live streams. We're going to take all this stuff off the wall, and so as we make these different projects like this, they will go on the back wall, and eventually we'll have some of y'all on, or some of y'all helping me with projects, and then your projects will get posted on the live stream wall here, and over there through that door that you can't see in our shop, this will be our storefront for cutting it close. And so if you're in Texas, you know, close to where I'm at, south of Houston, we will have where we sell wood, Bamex, bits, all of that stuff, and you can come test out and look at different CNCs. And so that is something we are working on, and you can see all these projects that we're making on here. So should be really cool, and we are doing that in the future. All right. So I was going to do a quick pocket. Nothing crazy here. I don't feel like breaking any more bits. I am so sorry, guys. And since this is a center origin, I should not have to move anything because we already marked the center of the heart. I just need to get it lined up. I don't know, semi-lined up. Just semi. All right. Once again, I'm a T. What kind of clamps do y'all guys use, actually? I'm a T-slot guy. I'm a T-slot guy, true and true, to the bone. Let me know what y'all use. How long have we been doing this so far? About 40 minutes? How long have we been on the live stream? Because I think it's 40 minutes. Hey, Charlie, let's do a giveaway while I'm getting all this set up. So we're going to do a giveaway, guys. What we're going to give away is a beginner bit set that I actually have coming live on the website on CSE Workshop on Sunday after I post the YouTube video. But since you're on the live stream, we will do exclusive giveaways and stuff like that. And so I'm going to have y'all guys enter. We will post it if Charlie's watching. Hope this all works. Once again, this is our first time. And you'll get this bit too. And so what your guys are going to get if you enter the giveaway real quick, you're going to get a 1-inch fly cut bit. We'll see if I can get away. Is that a good one? Yeah. We got a 1-inch fly cut coming at you.
Up more right.
Up. So we got a 1-inch fly cut, 1/4-inch down cut, 1/8 inch up cut, 1/8 inch down cut, and a 60-degree V bit. Because we just added about 13 different bits to CSE Workshop. We got 3/16 bits. We actually have a 3/8 gold digger bit right here. And so these can run over 1,000 inches a minute or 200 inches a minute, right? But we do have a 3/8 version of the gold digger and all of that stuff that we use in the shop. So we're going to do a giveaway real quick. Hopefully Charlie can get it ready. If not, I'll cut on the CNC and then we'll do it a little later. But we will be giving away these 5 bits right here. And once again, this is an exclusive set that will be started. We will start to sell on Sunday, but since you're on the live, y'all do get exclusive access. So how it works is I saw Garrett Frown with IDC Woodcraft do this. So y'all are just going to comment and we'll draw. Go ahead, Charlie. Let's see what we got. Boom. So if y'all put the hashtag BitDrop or #BitDrop for all my old school guys out there. So if you #BitDrop, you'll be entered a chance to win these. And I'll get this finished, getting this set up real quick. Oh my gosh, these fat fingers are ridiculous. And if Altmill is watching, if CNC Labs is watching, that is one recommendation I have. Because I'm young, and my fingers aren't that fat yet, and this is still just not okay. Boop. How many people we got entered in here? Charlie, can you zoom up? How many entries we got?
60.
60 entries, all right.
55.
And by the time I press go, we will stop the drawing.
Someone said free.
Someone said free. And once again, guys, I don't like touch-off pucks. They slow me down. If you're a touch-off puck guy, you're a touch-off puck guy. Me, I'm crazy like that. I'm an anti-touch-off puck person. Oop. So we're just going to do a quick pocket, then we're going to engrave on it. I like the engraving. What I want to show you whenever I do the engraving after this pocket is how fast the Altmill moves. And so I really like that about the Altmill, on how fast and really jittery it is. And so we'll show that, but the rapid rates get cranked up, and why the rapid rates can go so fast on this machine is because there's not a lot of weight in this gantry right here. And so the gantry is pretty light, and so they really cranked up the acceleration and like the acceleration on the rapid rates, which is, you know, whenever it picks up. And so the machine can really haul butt. Boop. All right, so just a quick pocket. Nothing bad should happen, but I'm using that down cut bit to show you that there should be no, you know, rough edges or anything like that. Oh. Yeah, Charlie, let's draw the winner of the bit drop. Sorry, I got excited. Da-da-da-da, drum roll, please. Doug Butler, congratulations. We are going to, if you could, oh gosh, type in your email in the chat. We'll copy it down and then we'll delete it, and then we'll reach out to you and send you the bits. Oh yeah, never mind. Don't do that. Don't do that. We are going to, if you can contact sales at CSE Workshop right here. Contact us there, and we're going to send you the bit set. And if we have 20 emails claiming they won the bit set, we know who won. We know who won, and it wasn't you. All right. Let's click go. So pretty quick here. And why this is okay. I could have probably went a ½ inch deep with this. Because it's pocketing, I can use a down cut because those chips aren't getting compacted. They're getting spread out over this pocket. And I just have a 40% step over on right now. Probably should have did like a 60 or something like that. But it's okay. That's why it's a live stream. So one cool thing about it is, you know, usually you can't talk over bits too much. And I don't know how loud it is to y'all guys, but it's not super loud right now. And let me see, I can hear it on my, yeah. So it's not super loud right now, and that's because it is a rougher, and roughers are typically quieter than finishers. And the reason for that is, think about, here. So I have this 3/8 rougher right here, right? And this is the big girl. And so all those serrations on it versus like a finisher, right? You have, you know, just a solid blade. So when you think of roughers versus finishers, think of like a planer. And when you have the 3-blade planer on it versus a spiral helical head planer. And so this almost acts like a helical head planer with all those serrations. And so it's like it tickles it a lot more than a finisher does. And that finisher tends to scream a little bit more because it's slapping as it's cutting. And the serrations on here have multiple points of contact, just like a spiral cutter head planer. And so it tickles the wood a little bit more when it cuts. So yeah, so now this is cutting. Everything's doing fine. Have a nice pocket. Dust is going everywhere. Yeah. All right. What, some questions?
Do you use a dust boot when you're not filming?
I do. When I'm not filming, I typically use one. On my large CNCs, we have it. But I will tell you firsthand, all dust collection sucks for hobby CNCs. Oh, it sucks. But all dust collection's not that good for hobby CNCs. It can be better, it can be worse, but you're always going to have some type of a problem. Even on my industrial CNCs, we still have a dust collection issue. We get up the micro stuff that, you know, gets in your lungs and all that, but we still have quite a bit of chips. So if you have a hobby CNC like this, dust is always going to be a problem for you. The micro dust shouldn't, but any kind of bigger chips, it's just a thing. But it's woodworking, and you should love it. So this doesn't show off like what I like about the Altmill, but we're about to. And I'm gonna put a link in the description or in the chat. If y'all do want to look at an Altmill, and if y'all click on that link, we do get CNC Labs likes that. We're sending people to y'all's website and stuff like that. So if you can click on the link, look there, that would help out the channel a lot. So we're almost done here. And then what I really want to show you is engraving, because I think this is where the machine shines personally. But you know what? Not everybody is personal as me, especially in the live stream. All right, go back. And if y'all guys are liking this, don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. This does help out. And we will be doing lives like this every single week on the channel with different machines, cutting different projects, using different bits. And so if you want to see anything on future live streams, leave that in the chat, because we do take, you know, we're doing this for y'all guys, trying to teach CNC, because I've been blessed in the woodworking world so far. And I want to relay my experience and my passion onto y'all guys.
How fast were you running that pocket just now?
The pocket just now, I was running at, let me see, 125 inches a minute.
Question was, could it pocket it at 200?
Yeah, so it could do it at 200 inches a minute. I like the raster pocket when it's going that fast, because when you do a, hold on, let me make sure I'm saying it right. Yeah, when you do an offset pocket when you're going that fast, what happens is, you know, it's going to go like this. So let me restate the question. So here we go. Where's that question at, TJ?
About 3 from the top.
3 from the top. All right. Yeah. So could I run this Altmill at 200 inches a minute doing a pocket? I could. I like doing a raster pocket, which means it's going to go like this. And so whenever it steps over, it has to go just a little bit, right? Whenever it's doing an offset pocket, you know, it starts in the center and goes out. And so if you start to have irregular shapes, what it's going to do is it could do like a long cut, you know, at a full width and full diameter. And sometimes that breaks bits or jams up machines, but that offset but the raster always just does a little bit at a time and just does that consistent step over. So I've seen less of my bits break and my machines jam up with raster pockets. And I like to go with the grain usually when I do that. And so if I'm doing it, I don't know, on a piece of oak or something like that, I'll go with the grain vertically, and it cuts a lot better and you have a lot less sanding. So hope that answers that question. All right.
Standard Altmill purchase come with a spindle and stand.
Yeah, so the Altmill that we're working on today, it comes standard. I think it's like, you're like $3,400, $3,700 for the Altmill, something like that. All in, comes with the spindle, comes with the stand, This computer is an upgrade. I think it's $500, cheaper than a laptop that you're going to run it on. So I think this whole contraption right here, all in, is going to be around $4,300, and I like it. Boom. All right, so Charlie, if you can share my screen real quick. Whoop. All right. So we're just quickly going to do an engraving. Let's do first live stream.
First love stream.
Loves. Oh, I'm totally not going to do that. So we'll go right here. First live stream. Yay. And then we'll do 02, 06. All right. And we'll put that right here. Cool. Very basic stuff, guys. Nothing. I'm not trying to rewrite the wheel the first time, except Greg earlier. If y'all guys are just now tuning in, Greg of STL Woodworking told me to run a Golden Girl downcut bit really fast. The bit broke because the spindle stopped, and then the bit was just going around, and then the machine ended up snapping the bit. But we maxed out the spindle with this Golden Girl downcut rougher, which I do highly recommend y'all take. Oh gosh, guys, thank you so much. It is the 6th. That would not be okay. All right, boom. 60-degree V-bit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna crank up. I usually only run V-bits at 60 inches a minute. Let's go up to 90 inch. We're going to do 120 inches a minute on the feed rate and 60 on the plunge. No flat depth. And we're going to run the heck out of this bit. We're going 18,000 RPMs. Boom. Let's do it. And a single pass. 60-degree V-bit. All right. Cool. So the bit I'm going to be using to cut out today as I'm saving this is a bit that we just added to cicworkshop.com. So Charlie, if you can show them that bit, it's going to be the 60-degree V-bit. And the bit that I personally like using on my CNCs, I'll show you real quick. It's the one we did in the giveaway. And so it's this 60-degree V-bit right here. And so this bit has 3 flutes. It's ZRN coded, and I like 3 flute bits. Oh, So I like 3 flute bits like this because I've seen they have the very best engravings. And so this is the ones that we use for all of my products. This is my favorite go-to bit. 3 flute, 60-degree V-bit, ZRN coded. So cool. Let's get it chalked up. Let's get it rolling.
Make that as a bit tray, but I love breaking my bits in the bottom.
I might. It's gonna hang up on the wall, so we'll we'll just keep it as is. I'm pretty sure on this live stream, as we grow, we will break more bits. All right. Let's see what we got here. I don't have a rhyme or reason on 60-degree V-bits on how far I chuck them up. Oh, you know what? A little teaching moment right here. Let's take this all out. So if y'all ever seen these little divots on a collet nut, what these are balancing like drill holes, right? Pinholes. And so in the machine shop where they make them at, they'll put these little divots at and balance this nut. So whenever the spindle's spinning, you don't have an unbalanced, like you don't have any more vibration. And so you'll see this on pretty much every single collet nut. There's some kind of divots there. Or at least that's what I've been told. So, all right. I don't have to reset my Z0 because, my X and Y 0 because we're good there. I just need to reset my Z height. So I'm just going to come over here. Oh, wow. You know that feeling whenever you let go of the Z height and then it's like perfect. It doesn't dig into your wood, but there's no gap. That's what just happened on the live. I gotta go home and show my wife that. I'm proud. All right. Do a Z0 here. And we are ready to engrave. And why I want to show you this, I'm running this engraving at 120 inches a minute, which is really fast for engravings, but it should show off the rapid rate of this machine and why I really, really like the Altmill. And so if you are interested in this, we are going to put a link. Click on it. It would really help out the channel. If you don't, that's not okay. All right, so here we go. Boom, 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 boom. And one other thing about this G-Sender, it does show you kind of what you're about to cut, so I know I'm not going to screw up anything. And so it kind of shows, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but it'll let me load the file, start the job, all that good stuff. All right, Steve, you ready to get in here, buddy? All right. So see how fast that rapid rate was, like even picking up? And so look how, like, this is what I like about it. Look how fast that is. Gonna be like Crocodile Dundee, or not Crocodile. What's the Crocodile Hunter, right? No, Steve Irwin. Crikey! Look how fast this bit's moving. Yeah, crikey. But yeah, and so you can see this rapid rate on this machine is just really fast. And most hobby CNCs don't move this fast, and I'm sure you can go into the settings and tweak stuff. But they did the Altmill. I'll talk to the owner. They did it for this reason. And so, like, all of that is so cool. Look at that. Hey, mate. My accents are really bad. Leave it in? Oh, I could wire it directly in. Yeah. But boom, like that took, I don't know how many, 1 minute and 21 seconds to do that V-carve. Obviously, that's pretty dang fast, in my opinion. So we'll go backwards with this. And boom, baby. And I'll show you a couple little things that I like about this. So this is our very first live stream project. So this will be back on that wall over here. So if y'all guys come and visit the storefront, y'all get to see this. But what I like about that V-bit, and hopefully y'all can see this, is like, look how, like, I don't even have to sand it, because that 3-flute solid carbide V-bit does really, really good. Like, I mean, that gets off all the little fuzzies. And so I really like that. I ZRN coated it, and all of our bits are now going to be ZRN coated, because I have tested them. They do last longer, and they're not any more expensive than uncoated bits, at least on CIC Workshop. And most people charge an arm and a leg for ZRN coated bits. I don't want to do that. So anyways, and then since we use that down cut, we have those clean top edges right here. You're going to have a little bit of frizzy on the bottom, because that is a down cut bit, right, pushing all of that fibers downwards. But you're going to have this clean top edge. And really, since that 1/4 inch rougher, and this stuff gets me excited, guys. I'm sorry. This is my love language right here. CNC talk. And so since these serrations are so small, whenever it does multiple passes with like a rougher, sometimes they overlap. And so if you have, like, you know, little hills from these serrations, but then the next time it drops down, it cuts those little hills in half, because, you know, the serrations are just mix matched. So really, it's a pretty good finish on this edge using the rougher, because it'll cut here, cut here, cut here, and it trims up all of those different little roughing edges. One pass, you'll see a lot more roughing parts, but when you do multiple passes with a rougher, it really just kind of trims it down. That's cool. That is so freaking cool. And I only broke one bit. That's awesome. Let's see. Down cut ball nose, maybe a bigger, like a 3/8 for deeper bowls. All right. So I'm going to take some questions. And then if y'all want to see anything else, if you want me to run something faster, cut something else, let me know. Test another bit out. But we will be doing these live streams every single week, which I'm very excited for. All right. Am I making a down cut ball nose? I do have a very interesting bit in the works with another bit manufacturer that y'all guys know of, and it may rhyme with Aidance and you actoring. Let's just say that. That we will come out with that on a live in about a month. This bit is going to blow your socks off. Been working on it for about 6 months with him. So I'm not going to say who it is, but it's somebody y'all should well know if y'all are in the CNC world. Oh, good question. Frank. So did I tram this or did I do it as is? I did it as is. I literally set it up, put the spindle in, and we're good. And it's been working fine. Minus the spindle stopping and breaking a downcut bit, which wasn't that cool. Greg, I think you messaged me, or if you didn't, you will get a message from me. All right. Ryan Irwin Drapella. That is great. Right now before the tariffs. And if you order now, get the MK2. Yeah. All right. Any other questions I have in here? If not.
Somebody want to get rid of Laguna to the Altmill.
Yeah. So if, I don't know, let me try. So the difference between, to me, a Laguna and an Altmill, like a Laguna IQ, they're really expensive now, period. Like, I don't think that $6,000 one that I started with, I think it's like 12, 15 grand now. It's not worth it. There's other machines out there that are better than that. The customer service on Laguna is not the best. I would go with Altmill or Shapeoko. I like the Onefinity, but if I'm doing apples to apples, I like the Altmill better. Onefinity has a little bit, the Masso on it is better. It is a little bit more intuitive. You don't have to, you don't fat finger stuff on there, but CNC Labs should update their software and all of this just gets better. And once again, I'm like one of the first people to get to test this, or I say one of the first, like the first 100 or so to test these screens. And so hopefully they're watching this. Andy, if you are, fix this up a little bit, because we are sending people your way, because we do have loyal fans that want to learn about their CNC.
Is the controller Wi-Fi enabled?
Yeah, so the controller is Wi-Fi enabled. So this is running 100% on Wi-Fi right now, and it's working. And it runs, these little antennas pick up, I'm guessing these are Wi-Fi antennas. I can pick them up from my next door neighbors about 200 yards away. And so when I'm in my barn, my parents' horse barn, I actually rob their Wi-Fi, and it's really funny. So don't tell them that. Put the bit, oh, I like that. Good idea. Who said that? That was a good idea. John. I will. I'm going to put this broken bit right there in the pocket, and I might epoxy that. That's probably what I'll do. I'll epoxy this bit, and then we'll hang it up on the back wall, and this will be the very first live stream. We broke a bit on the Altmill Live for the whole CNC world to see. That's going to be really cool. That's going to be awesome. Do I have any more questions I can take, or any kind of questions y'all have about the machine?
I actually logged in late. You just noticed the yellow email in the school.
Oh yeah. So for that IQ Pro right now is like 15.5. To me, Laguna IQs are not worth it anymore, in my opinion. Earlier in the video, I did say, and y'all are on the live, so y'all get the first look at this. We are coming out with some yellow heart inlay plugs for y'all, and then we just launched our walnut bases right here. And so we just launched our walnut inlay bases, and we already had maple bases, but now you can get different colored tops. And so we have this Paduke top, a cherry top, a maple top, and all of these are inlay plugs that you can get on CIC Workshop. And Charlie, if you want to actually show the demo of how we can build this kit out, because we have multiple different bases, it's really cool, and we've been working on it for about a month now of trying to get this down. And so, Charlie, if you want to share your screen, dude, it's really cool. Let's see real quick. Boom. And I'll remove myself. No. What we got?
Said, oh no, it's warped now. You took it back.
Oh. And so what this is the inlay kit builder. And so all you have to do is go in, you select your top you want, you select your base, and it'll change colors for you. And so you can go in there and custom build whatever inlay you want. And so if you want to put Duke top with a maple bottom, you can do that. So it's really cool. And once again, we are trying to give you the best quality bits possible, the best quality materials possible, and let you click go on this CNC without having to have a whole bunch of equipment and tools. And so my whole entire shop is turning into supplying y'all guys with all of this stuff. Yeah, look at that. Look at that good looking dude. Do y'all want me to make something like that on the next live stream? Would y'all want me to do an inlay live and show you how to do tolerances and stuff like that? Let me know. Let me know in the chat.
Charlie should post a link for the CNC for the Altmill.
Oh, he hasn't yet?
Oh, see, I don't know if he did or not. We'll get a request for it.
All right. Hey, Charlie, did you post the link for the Altmill?
Yeah, but posted about 3 times, so I'll do it again.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, post it again. We have another request. All right, yeah, so I'll do an inlay. I don't know if it'll be next week. It might be the week after. I have so next week on the live, we're going to be building a inlay press. And so I'll show y'all how to CNC cut out an inlay press using this clamp thing. And then the following week, we'll build the inlay then, and then we'll use that kit to actually, or the inlay press that we're making next week to actually, do that inlay. And so we will do that, and I will launch that next week.
Any timeline on Tiger BAMX restock?
Any timeline on the Tiger BAMX restock? You're looking at another probably 2 months. We're behind because we're making all the inlay kits and getting the new bits on and rearranging the shop for this live stream area. So it's going to be a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit. All right. Yeah, please make some lives. Hashtag bid drop. Well, guys, if y'all enjoyed it, give us a like, a thumbs up. You know, we're learning, we're growing just like y'all are. So this live stream will get better, more interactive. We'd like to have y'all guys come on and contribute a lot more as well. So if you did like it, tell your friends. I really appreciated it. Once again, we broke a bit live. Check out CSE Workshop, guys. This is what supports the channel, and y'all guys keep me going. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you next week live on a CNC in this shop. Thank you, guys.